Okay, so I was watching a draft of the format the other day, and LSV took Great Sable Stag, and I think it was like 15 tickets or something he said at the time, which is a great reason to take it. So I do like Pacifism, I do like Terramorphic Expanse, I do like Razorfoot Griffin, and I do like the Sable Stag. And the Dread Warlock. I think I'm taking Pacifism here pretty easily. This card's not very good. This card's not very good. I think the Tapper is really good in this format because you have Ice Cage, and there's also the 3/4 flyer for 3 with the Phantasmal ability. Diabolic Tutor is probably not legit the worst, but let's go ahead and take the Pacifism. Oh, I don't remember how to take cards. I have to get used to this client again. Okay. So now we have some choices here. It's Pyroclasm, Wall of Frost, Winddrake, Drudge Skeletons, Divine Verdict. I think it would be reasonable to take Divine Verdict just as another white removal spell, but I want to take Pyroclasm here. I think this card can be really powerful. It doesn't say like creatures without flying or something, so you can kill the opponent's Windrakes and their 3/2 flyers. I think it's the card with the highest ceiling. It's also good to remove from circulation, I think. I don't think Wall of Frost is anything crazy. It's kind of just a Drudge Skeletons. Stone Giant, okay, that card's fine. Illusionary Servant. There's also Elvish Visionary. 2/3 Forest Walk. This is already a really bad pack. So the best card in the pack, I think, is probably Elvish Visionary. Kind of want to take Stone Giant. Just third pick a 4-mana 3/4. I don't really want to use the ability ever, though, so maybe I should just take the Elvish Visionary. I don't think it's bad. Like, the upside of Stone Giant is I can move into that if I think red is open. I think green is really bad. It's one of the problems. And it does live through Pyroclasm, which seems pretty important. I guess I'm fine to take this guy. I really don't love it. Bog Wraith is possibly a better card, arguably a better card. I think you could take the Visionary here, and it might be correct. I don't think you can really take anything else. This pack is not the worst. There's a Snapping Drake in there. Otherwise, Giant Spider totally fine. Siege Mastodon not bad. Silvercoat Lion playable. Oakenform probably quite a bit better than people would expect. So I do want to be on the lookout for Oakenforms. I think I need to take Snapping Drake as just the most powerful card, but it's awkward because it's in a color we didn't venture into yet, and it does die to the Pyroclasm. Okay, oh, Safe Passage, this card's good. But there are multiple good black cards in the pack, which is good to be aware of. I think I'm supposed to take Safe Passage. I already have a white card, but I think the Vampire Aristocrat is pretty powerful. I don't know whether I'm supposed to move into something else or not. It's very possible I'm just supposed to take this Vampire Aristocrat. I really don't know the answer. I kind of feel like I am, and like white's just not going to be open. But Safe Passage is really good. I think it's hard to get creatures in the format. That said, I'd play like 3+ Vampire Aristocrats, and I would not play that many Safe Passages. And I already have Stone Giant, so maybe Active Treason or something becomes interesting. Is Active Treason in this set? Okay, it is, but it's uncommon. I think I'm still going to try the Aristocrat over the Safe Passage, but low confidence on this one. That's one of the ones where I'm taking this card just because, well, mostly because I saw it perform well yesterday. Punished. So now we see, well, now we see good cards kind of everywhere for what we're doing. So we can take a Divination, or we can take, I kind of want to take Divination. Razorfoot Griffin and Spear Hunter are both fine. but I think this card is good. It's in the pack a little bit late. It's possible we're just supposed to have a Boros deck here. I wonder if Razor Griffin is the right pick. I don't know. I think I'll take Divination, but again, low confidence. Okay. Well, now it seems like we're maybe getting paid off for being in black, as we see a Dread Warlock and a Looming Shade. Kind of want to take the Warlock here over the Shade. I'm not sure which one's better. And the Shade is definitely slow. And if I'm playing Stone Giant, maybe I don't have a ton of black mana lying around, but the Looming Shade can also live through Pyroclasm. It's awkward. I think it's harder to get Dread Warlocks than Looming Shades, just from what I've seen so far. This could be a mistake. I do like Looming Shade. Drudge Skeletons, cancel, unsummon. I think cancel is good. There's also a Spark Mage Apprentice, which I think is fine. I don't know how easy or hard it is to get Drudge Skeletons. It would be our first 2-drop. I think I actually want the first Drudge Skeletons over like the first cancel or Spark Mage Apprentice. Blue is looking open from this pack, but we can still play blue despite passing the cards from this pack, I think. So it feels like black has generally been the most open for us. Yeah. I just really want to put a high priority on creatures because I think they can be hard to pick up. Okay, Disentomb, Fire Breathing, and cards that I think are not really playable. I guess Fire Breathing on a Drudge Skeletons could be pretty annoying for opponents potentially. Kindled Fury, Act of Treason. I think it's now Act of Treason, though Kindled Fury is perfectly playable. Just thinking about common versus uncommon here mostly. Also, I do have Aristocrat and Stone Giant, so. Canyon Minotaur, totally playable. Okay, Negate, randomly still in the pack. I'm glad we didn't go into white. Speaking of, let's maybe signal that white is open, I guess. I don't know, I mean, the other cards are just really bad. Let's just hide this. Somebody can have their spellbook. Wait, toughness? Why is it beeping at me? Toughness less than Stone Giant's power. Okay, that's not what I thought that card said, so that's a little bit unfortunate. So we can take a Capricious Ifrit, or we can take another Vampire Aristocrat. There's also another pacifism. I think it's the Ifrit, even though it can be awkward for sure. There's also Gorgon Flail, which I think is good. Yeah, let's go ahead and take the Ifrit over the Aristocrat. We can't take Overrun, but we can basically take a bomb and any color other than green, I think. Nice. So now it's Gravedigger versus Tendrils of Corruption. I think it's correct to take Gravedigger. We're passing Stormfront Pegasus. There's a Fiery Hellhound in the pack, which wouldn't be bad. But yeah, I do like the Gravedigger for us, I think. Well, if I can take it, that is. Ooh, another Gravedigger. I don't mind a loop, not one bit. I kind of want a Spark Mage Apprentice at one point, if I can get one. There's a safe passage in the pack, but I think it's got to be a Gravedigger for me here. Yeah. Now the problem with this deck is I have a ton of 4-drops. So I do have to worry about curve, but having a bunch of expensive spells is somewhat mitigated by the Pyroclasm, so that's nice. So currently we can probably cut Canyon Minotaur. Okay, and just as I say that, there's this pack. This pack is really bad. I can take Weakness here. Like, Deadly Recluse is like the best card in this pack. Honestly, I could just take a Terramorphic Expanse and try to splash Pacifism. That's probably the most reasonable thing to do. Go for the splashed Pacifism rather than the 1 mana -2/-1 aura. Yeah, I think I'm pretty into an Expanse here after thinking about it for another second. If I can actually take it, that is, though. Pick a card. Am I allowed to pick this? There we go. Then there's a Fixing Land, but it's the wrong one. Well, we will take Gravedigger number 3. We are now going on the loop-de-loops. The main problem with this deck is we're going to have trouble beating flyers. We don't have to play red, but I'm not really seeing a reason to move off of red either. Like, there's a world where we could move into blue, but I think for now we're just looping Gravediggers. Okay, well, now is maybe that chance I was looking for to go in the direction of blue. Otherwise, could just take a Kindled Fury. I can take Illusionary Servant. It's not really none of these cards are like main deck cards for blue though, so I guess it is just the Kindled Fury. Just stick to my guns, lose to my flyers. Okay, this is a really interesting pack for us. 3 mana 2/1 First Strike, Child of Night, Weakness, and a Deathmark. If Deathmark were blue or white, I think I would just take it. Instead, I think I'm probably taking Child of Night. It's just a 2-drop, gains life. Deathmark is really good. But I have like no 2-drops. Yeah, I just have Drudge Skeletons. Yeah, sorry Deathmark. So I can take Duress. I can take another Kindled Fury. Or I could take an Ice Cage. Do I want another Kindled Fury? I don't know if my creatures are good enough for that. It's probably okay to take a Duress over the second Kindled Fury. Okay, this time I will happily take the Looming Shade over the Drudge Skeletons. Sorry, Weakness. Weakness could still be good though. That's unfortunately a problem. I might actually need it. It does kill the Shades. It's a cheap interactive card. Feels like I'm not actually seeing removal better than this. This might be my game against flyers. Yeah, alright, I talked myself into it. I'll take a Weakness here. Too weak not to take the Weakness. We'll take the 5/3. Oh wow, we wheeled this Vampire Aristocrat. That's super sick. I think this is a wheel. Feels like a wheel. Wow. That was such a gift. And now we can take this land. That Vampire Aristocrat wheel was super, super sick. Makes our Act of Treason so much better. Another Child of Night. Don't mind if I do. These cards are both horrible. Whatever. Sanguine Bond, huh? Ooh, Blinding Mage. Guess we're taking that for our white splash. Otherwise, it's a Bog Wraith. Yeah, I think it's time for the old white splasheroo here. And if nothing else, it's a good hate draft. We don't have any bombs to Diabolic Tutor for. And I think I think blue is officially off the menu at this point. Ooh, Goblin Artillery. That's a good magic card. There's also Seismic Strike, which is good. Another Stone Giant would be fine, maybe. But I think the Artillery is actively good. So I'm excited about that. I've seen 0 Seismic Strikes so far. And I wouldn't mind picking up a Mind Rod either. I would take another Terramorphic Expanse very highly at this point, now that I have 2 good white removal or interactive cards that I'm splashing for. Tendrils of Corruption. We can take that now. Otherwise, there's Ignite Disorder, which is a good card out of the sideboard. But I guess it's time for the first Tendrils. I think this is probably a main deck card for us, but honestly, it'll depend how the mana base ends up looking. Yeah. It's really funny because I wouldn't take this card if I didn't think it at least could make the main deck, but the fact that Ignite Disorder is just sitting there makes me kind of question whether I really should be taking the Tendrils. Another Dread Warlock, huh? Seems better than a Warpath Ghoul. Other cards in the pack are all blue. Sure. What is going on here? So I guess I just take a Warpath Ghoul. There's also a Giant Spider. Don't really feel a need to hate draft a Giant Spider. Like Warpath Ghoul may be better versus the black decks than a Dread Warlock. It is more castable. Yeah, the only other card in the pack really I think is Giant Spider. So I think we're fine to take the Warpath Ghoul. Don't think we need the Trumpet Blast. Okay. Now I think we probably hate draft a Divination. I don't think I care about any of the cards in this pack for my deck, but Divination is good, and don't want to just be giving people Divinations. Really would have loved some more mana fixing, but Terramorphic Expanse plus 2 planes can potentially allow us to still play the white interactive cards. Okay, here's a better pack for us. Goblin Chieftain I don't think really does anything. I don't really care about Shatter, so this is our first chance to pick up Ignite Disorder when it's not really competing with anything, so we'll go ahead and take it if we are allowed to here. Okay, another Tendrils of Corruption. It's here fairly late. Don't mind if I do. Now that we have double Tendrils, double Dread Warlock, and 3 double red cards, the mana's just getting sketchier and sketchier. We could play 18 lands. That might be the solution. Just 18 lands. Solves all problems. There's a Spark Mage Apprentice. We did want one of those. Yeah. We'll just take another Child of Night here. At this point I am really missing the Death Mark that we took over, or that we passed when we took Child of Night #1. But we had like no 2-drops at the time, so I still think it was defensible. We already have 1 Duress. I'm not sure if I would want to. I guess I'll take Diabolic Tutor, even though I have no intention of playing it. Just because somebody else might have a bomb. Kind of weird to hate draft a Diabolic Tutor, but here we are. I think Fog is maybe the most obnoxious card here. Ponder here really late. Whatever. Another Spellbook. So blue was somewhat open, but I think we were probably correct to be in Rakdos. Not 100% on that. Okay, let's cut the whole deck now. Okay, so I think we do play the white cards. I want to play this. With the Active Treason, we do have Stone Giant, which is not amazing, but we also have the 2 Vampire Aristocrats. I want to play the Dread Warlock's main deck. I want to play the 3 Gravediggers, I think. Try double Tendrils. Charge Skeletons, and at least the first 2 Children of Night. Pyroclasm, Stone Giant, Capricious. That already brings me up to 19. I do want to play Weakness. I think over the Spark Mage Apprentice is pretty reasonable, and then I'm left with... Will it let me make my own piles? I'm left with Warpath Ghoul, Kindled Fury, Spark Mage, Child of Night, Canyon Minotaur, Fire Breathing, and I think I refuse to put either of these into the main. So I have 20 cards in my deck. I think it's pretty reasonable to play 18 lands like I was talking about. I don't think I want Fire Breathing in the main deck. I do think Fire Breathing Drudge Skeletons is kind of neat. We missed all of the Looming Shades, by the way. I think it's maybe a Kindled Fury. The one problem if we play 18 lands is we don't really have much card advantage other than exactly the Gravediggers, but they're probably still good enough. And then this last one, we could just end up playing the Spark Mage Apprentice anyway, or a Warpath Ghoul. There's also Child of Night number 3. I think it would be reasonable to play any of these. But what is the most reasonable? What is correct here? Let's take a look at the X ones again. I guess another thing about Spark Mage Apprentice is you can play it post-combat to finish something off if the opponent blocks. It's probably just good to hit Stormfront Pegasus, Merfolk Looter. Hits the Phantasmal cards. Yeah, I don't know. I think there may be enough things. Yeah, the 2/1 First Strike as well. We can try it and then potentially just end up cutting it. Or we can just not drag it over successfully. That works too. So the way things worked out, we could have actually just had another... we could have had Deathmark in our sideboard instead of Child of Night, which obviously one of those is a little bit better than the other to just have hanging out in the sideboard. But that's okay. Still mostly happy with how we drafted this. Not thrilled with how the draft actually went, but that's a different matter. So I think now we go 8-7-2. Oops. Whatever. Not sure why my voice is suddenly a little scratchy, but probably go get some water in a second. I think this is more or less the plan with this deck. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so we're into the thick of it here, paired against Artie. I'm going to choose myself to play first. Pretty good hand here. We're going to keep to main step, and we'll just go mountain and to your turn. As a swamp, okay, to main step. So definitely just passing. Opponent has Black Knight. Okay, main step. I think we just play Plains. Actually, no, I'm supposed to play Swamp because I could draw Tendrils. And let's just go to my turn again. Then just play Drudge Skeletons and pass. That's annoying. Okay, to main step. I guess I play land and pass for one more turn. Well, just really not playing into the Pyroclasm, huh? Oh, and it's so awkward that I can shoot that thing but not kill it. Okay, well, opponent has 5 cards in hand. Let's just cast our spells. I think. Yeah. Feels like we're pretty far behind already. Ooh, Dragon Whelp. That's a messed up card. Yeah, now we need Mountain pretty badly. Or just Removal Spell. That's not going to cut it. Land. Now. Really need a Mountain. Assassinate, that's fine. And they tap incorrectly unless they have removal. Weird. They have a Disentomb. Are they on their Knight? Yep. Gravedigger. Well, I guess we can play that game. This is pretty unfortunate for me. Trying to punish the opponent for not doing anything here. See if they have the removal spell. There aren't actually that many removals that kill the Ifrit here, which is good for me. Please win the flip. Nice, we got there. Yeah, that's fine. That's annoying, but acceptable. That was really good. That's obnoxious, okay. Do they have 2? Wait. What's the plan here? Nice. Okay, so there was actually a bit of math involved there. Okay. So let's briefly talk about that math, because that was cool. So we had capricious Ifrit, and it says, at the beginning of your upkeep, choose target non-land permanent you control and up to 2 target non-land permanents you don't control. So the way this card works, you always have to choose something you control, which means if you play this and you control no other non-land permanents, it actually just kills itself, which sucks. But if you play this and your opponent controls 2 non-land permanents, you can choose 0, 1, or 2. So rather than... I had the choice to potentially just try to maximize my chances of not blowing up my own thing. And I can do that by giving myself a 2/3 chance by choosing my 1 permanent and their 2 permanents. But instead, I gave myself a 50% chance to just win on the spot, which I think is better. So that was kind of fun. Not that it's like super unintuitive or whatever, I just thought it was neat. Okay. Do we want Warpath Ghoul? I kind of think not. Yeah, I like Active Treason versus Platinum Angel because sometimes we can just win even if we don't have a way to sack it. Because if we hit the opponent to 0 while we control the Platinum Angel, then yeah. So I think we just submit. Note that our white interaction is not very good versus the opponent's Platinum Angel. Okay. Pretty rude of the opponent to have a Terramorphic Expanse when we're the one on the splash here. I think, given that I don't really know what they're up to, I'm just going to run out the Child of Night. Looming Shade, there it is, okay. Let's go for an attack here. think I'm fine to take this trade. Yeah, I think this is totally fine for me. This is really interesting. Briefly look up the instance in the set. Do you get wrecked by like lightning bolt? Guess I let this go. But I don't think they have it. And I kind of just don't think they have it here. I guess they could have seismic strike. That would be the worst. Yeah, let's let it happen. Artillery. That sucks for me. Oh wow, that was super good. Never mind. 2 main step. Ay, ay, ay. Too many good cards from the opponent. I think it's worth 2 for wanting myself here. Well, yeah. Platinum Angel, probably. No. Okay. Okay. We've assembled the combo, chat. The comboj. Alright, but now we're paired versus Brotendo. Okay, let's keep. Okay, to main step, swamp, and then to your turn, I guess. Main step. Now, I don't know if this matters at all. Let's go mountain. Run out the kid. Gorgon Flail. Okay, that's a good card. I'm already pretty worried about this. This could be my first defeat. Mm-hmm. That's a little bit annoying. Planes. I have a choice in terms of whether I want to... I think it's best to just attack for 2 here. Isn't this, like, excellent for me? I think I already played land. Whoops, I'm on the wrong thing here. I just traded my 2-1 lifelink for a 3-3. See what the opponent has. Another one. That makes things a little worse. Okay, to main step. I don't know what the play is at this point. Let's go swamp, and then I kind of want to pacifism the 3-3 maybe. I don't think it's bad to pacifism the 3-3. Borderland Ranger, okay. The Silvercoat Lion, also okay. Blinding Mage, sure. So I guess at this point... Pyroclasm's not getting any better. Let's go done. Sure. I think I just need to run this out. we should be able to get there with this unless we really lose some flips. Okay, no blocks. We lose our pacifism, okay. That's definitely bad for me. Kind of think we need to play this Spark Mage Apprentice now just so we don't get bamboozled here. Opponent probably did not expect me to make this play. Oh, wow. Just a 9/9 Shroud, huh? Oh, that's horrible for me. It's going to be a tough game to win. Sure. Okay. I think I need to start trying to kill my opponent. Maybe I was insane to make that attack. I don't know. Just feel like I hit for a lot of damage on the backswing. Nature Spiral. What do they get back here? Centaur Courser. Okay, that's whatever. Wow, they didn't attack. That's so good for me. Okay. Not even sure what's in my graveyard. Aristocrat seems good enough. I think we might win this game, folks. Yep. Oh, overrun. Okay. Okay. But I think the opponent dies now if they attack with both. I mean, let's see what their play is. So this is 12 and this is 7. So all I... Oh, wait. But I actually have to double block here is the tricky thing. And then I can't really win if I lose a flip. Or wait, no, I don't have to double block. So this is 12. This is 7. But only one of these has Death Touch Trample. So we go to blocks, and then we should be guaranteed to win now. Because they have no cards in hand. We go to 1, they die. Yeah? All right. So, it might still be fine to bring in Ignite Disorder. Because I think we saw a White Knight from the opponent the other time. So we can bring this in, take this out. But it's just no Death Mark, you know? It's just not quite as good as the Death Mark. We shouldn't have beaten the 7-mana 9/9 Shroud, though. We are almost completely cold to that card, so we should have died. I guess the Drudge Skeletons are super sick against it. Yeah, we need some Drudge Skeleton action, I guess. Just submit, probably. This hand is bad. This hand is bad, folks. Mountain, mountain, all black cards. So I need to draw a swamp. I have 8 swamps plus Terramorphic. 9. But one of my cards is Tendrils, and I have Dread Warlock, so it's still a mulligan. Okay. Now we can get rid of Mountain pretty safely. The Recluse, sure. More Tendrils, also sure. Probably have a 3/3 here. Yep. Opponent's deck is good. We're missing third swamp to make use of the Tendrils. Need to block here. Okay, that's fine. Actually, it's probably pretty good for me, and they missed land drop. Sure. Mm-hmm. Gorgon Flail. It's annoying. But if this is their only attacker, we just get to take the damage and then untap with the Drudge. So let's go to your turn. Land. No point in attacking. Feel like they're gonna attack. No? Palace Guard. Okay. I think I still fire one of these off here. Weakness. Interesting. I don't think there's any reason to do anything here. I think we just pass. Okay. Terramorphic, okay. do have to watch out for overrun specifically. Grab a swamp. Done. Okay, this guy can actually start attacking. That's nice. And we could certainly die to overrun here. Land. They don't have any X1s for me to kill with this. So that's the only decision, like whether I should be trying to play that to play around anything. I don't see a reason to do that. There's the old White Knight. That card is a problem for me. They can make it a 3/3 as well. Yeah. That is not good for me. Well, we do have Ignite Disorder in our deck, so hopefully that'll help. These draw steps are not exactly working with me. Can draw like Active Treason too. I actually have a number of outs. This stuff doesn't matter. I mean, ultimately, they need Overrun. And obviously I'm losing the race in the meantime. Oh, they missed an attack. That's pretty interesting. Oh, wow. And we find the Active Treason. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't have trample. Yet. There's Ignite Disorder. It's kind of nice. It's an instant as well. It's whatever. I mean, it's still overrun or bust for them. Yeah. Oh, for a second I thought something insane happened, and then I realized that's just how this client works sometimes. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. That is a ridiculous amount of power. Okay. I can't board in duress. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, we might lose our streak here to good old overrun. Yeah, let's just submit. Mm-hmm. Yep. The Drudge, that's pretty good. Go Terramorphic. Let's go another Dread Warlock. Whoops. Could block here, it doesn't seem insane. I think I probably do block. Yeah, that's right, Airmath. We are 1-0 and we're here in game 3 trying to decide whether I want to trade off a Dread Warlock. I think I kind of have to take it. Very close call. Not sure about that one. Wonder if they have a Recluse here. Grab a Plains. Okay, find the mountain anyway. To main step. Swamp. I really think I need to be doing this, just trying to race. I am losing the race for now, but that's whatever. Mm-hmm. 2-1 flyer. Guess that one's got to go. Wait, where is the 2-1 flyer? Oh, they cast it and then they took it back. Okay, I think I'm not going to play around a pump spell. Let's go to blocks. Block this one. Done, and then... There's Stone Giant. I can probably afford to take a hit. So we can play this. I think just this seems correct. Oh, we might actually be able to kill them here with a random aristocrat lethal. Have to keep that in mind. Ah, the recluse, that's annoying. Never mind for what I was saying about the aristocrat lethal. Now I think there's actually a shot again. Because now I think we go Act of Treason on the Recluse. This is really interesting. I could just sack 3 guys, so let's choose this, and then this. And then we definitely want to sack this. I guess this is just correct. Yeah, this is just correct. Because they could have Divine Verdict and then I get annihilated. They go for that. Now I can sack 2 more things, but I don't know if I care a whole lot, so I guess I just let it happen. Yeah. Wait, undo, undo. Okay. Wait, do they die if they do this? No, they don't die, and I do have to block, and I have to chomp with the stone giant. Man, so this is actually just really bad for me. Yeah. How much life do I have after this? I have 3. I need to draw a spell here. Okay, that was a really good spell. I think I just kill one of these now. Still need to draw a spell here. Oh god. What does this get back? 2-1 flyer. Okay, that's fine-ish. Pyroclasm, interesting, okay. Okay, that doesn't do it. Fog, are you serious? Okay, I still don't lose. Please just die. Just die, opponent. Whew. Okay. Okay. So I now have a choice of getting Swamp or Mountain with this hand. I think this hand just gets Swamp every day. Yeah, that Dread Warlock was sick. Oh, that's so bad for me. Okay. Maybe I get Plains now, honestly? I actually think it's okay to get Plains. I have like 9... I have a ton of black sources. I don't know, whatever. Well, there's also that. Now I'm just gonna pass. That's good enough value for me. I will eventually draw a swamp, I think. Okay, this is now bad. I am a Boros deck, nothing to see here. Okay. Can I please draw a swamp? One swamp, please. I cannot. Okay. Alright. Not under much pressure. Unholy Strength. Okay, we're going deep. It's a 4-3 now. Alright, swamp. Swamp. There we go. There we go. Please just attack. Got him. Oh, Bog Wraith. Okay, well. We need lands now. Whoops, we're in draw step. Classic. I guess our lifelinker actually helps against the Bog Wraith too. Okay, let's go to your turn. There's nothing I can do here, so. Okay, weakness. I think that's good enough. Very strange choice for them to attack when they're not winning the race. Yeah, whatever. Oops. Now I can just play this, and just hang out. Oh, and we have the Drudge Skeleton's Capricious Ifrit combo again, and we have double Gravedigger. We can't lose. We can't lose here. That's kind of awesome. All right. I control this. I don't control this or that. Done. Okay, got him. Yeah, I think we win. I'm not even gonna play around anything here. Oh, whoops. Oh, why did I choose the thing when I had the regen? Whatever. I'm an idiot. Didn't matter. Okay. Yeah, I love the combo. It's so sick. Okay. I posted it in, or at least I mentioned it in Discord too. I don't know if you saw. Okay, end turn. Yeah. Okay. So anything but a convincing round 2. But round 3, that game was super fast. And is this an Ignite Disorder matchup? What did we see from the opponent? I don't think we saw anything that warranted an Ignite Disorder. So I think the answer is no. Okay, Okay, snap mulligan. Oh, I am saying it right. Okay, cool. Please tell me it didn't already mulligan, because this hand looks the exact same. Jeez, am I really keeping this crap? I think I don't. So I think the way it works is it makes me put a card to the bottom first. It was probably better to put Pacifism to the bottom than the Dread Warlock there, but let's just go to 5. Okay, this hand is bad, but definitely get rid of a swamp, and I think another swamp. And I think we keep this one, which is almost the same, I think, to your turn. Okay, blue-black. So maybe the opponent was missing a color. Okay, main step. I wonder if they're splashing blue, and if so, what they might be splashing blue for. The Mold Adder. This is a problem for us, unfortunately, because weakness does not answer it. Okay, main step. Mountain now. I think we just wait and go for the Goblin Artillery. Yep. Wonder if the opponent's got more unholy strengths for me. Tendrils. Perhaps regretting keeping the, whatever you call it, the Pacifism over the swamp. Okay, to your turn. Oh, just a Doomblade off the rip. Okay, well, we're now in bad shape. Swamp would be good. Terramorphic, that's not bad. We can just trade Aristocrat for the Mold Adder. I think we do have to get the plains here. Opponent is doing some nonsense. Safe to get the plains now that we can't cast either of our spells anyway. Sure, that's pretty good. Oh, Cemetery Reaper, that guy's gotta go. It doesn't do anything yet, does it? Or wait, no, it does. Shoot. Okay, so I need swamp here. Main step. Never lucky. Game is rigged, etc. I am pretty glad I grabbed the, whatever you call it, though. Okay, so they get to... Other zombies you control get. Okay, whatever. So we're just going to hang out. We don't need to play weakness or anything. This is just a 2-2, right? Yeah, okay. How many creatures in the graveyard? Oh, Awakener Druid. Okay, the one upside about this is now they don't get to make a zombie if they're going for this play. And now we have our weakness. Okay, main step. Mountain. Kind of a dagger. Not the end of the world. No thank you. And we just pass. Whoops. Gonna be an uphill battle this game, but it doesn't mean we can't do it. Lava axe. Okay. Do they just have another one? I guess if I draw... Well, no, I can actually survive lava axe at the moment. Whatever. That one, I guess. There we go. Now we just fire this off immediately. And they got no value out of it because, whoops. Oh gosh, okay. That would have been extremely bad. Ay, ay, ay. Dodged a bullet there. My heart skipped a beat. Also, yeah, I'm not even going to mess around with anything else here. Okay. What can we get back? Get back. Oh, the artillery. That's a very good magic card. We'll do that. Oh, actually, we don't have a lot of life. It's probably just better to get back the other one. The aristocrat, so. Also, the 2 damage is actually not that good versus their board. Jeez, we were so close to blundering horribly. Bob Graith, okay. So, combat. Main step. Okay. Let's get rid of this unblockable guy. Alright, I think we're currently ahead at least a little bit. Wait, they didn't attack? But I gave you a chance to send in the 5-3. So this turn we're just passing. Okay, that's a great draw too. Guess it's best to run it out pre-combat. Trade, sure. I think it's going to be hard for us to lose. I mean, they could have some ridiculous bomb. Actually, we can lose to Fireball. That's got to be one of the scariest cards for me here. That guy, okay. Oh, I actually got punished for my tap there, which I was not anticipating. Okay. No need to attack with anything. Do they now swing with the Bramble Creeper? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they have that. That's a little bit annoying. They're just drawing more spells than I am at this point, which, I mean, I did mold a 5. It's not too surprising. Oh, and they have another lava axe. What the hell? Okay. I want to Gravedigger a Gravedigger here. Wow, they just trade. Okay. Either they can burn me out or they can't. To main step. Okay, the Children of Night. They're here. Alright, I think once this attack happens, we probably can't lose anymore. I mean, I still probably die to a fireball exactly, but should have played my guy pre-combat too. I think we got there, folks. Oof. We did it.